I want them to be like the armed services, don't ask, don't tell.
Something like that,
You
yeah.
know.
I mean, but that program alone does a lot to develop our future leadership for this country.
Well, you and I know some Eagle Scouts
Yeah.
that have grown up to be successful.
It's almost without exception that an Eagle Scout is going to be a leader. He's going to be a part of his community. He's going to do all those things. Those things we need to have happen in our communities and our towns.
Well, the other thing that I have wondered about, if I may say wondered about, is these local races, the state races, the Congressional District 2. What's your take on Boyd? Is he ready for the frying pan, or what do you think?
You know, I think it's close. He has a lot of money, so
Right.
his war chest is big. You know, Steve Sullivan is a good friend of mine, and
Right.
you know, he holds that value-centered type leadership ideas like we were just talking
Right.
about. Back to Boyd, if he loses in the primary, I think I think Steve wins. I think Steve can still beat Allen, but I mean, Allen's got some problems.
Right.
I mean, he's stuck in there with the Pelosi-Reed Obama line, and I think to the dismay of his constituency.
Well, what he did to my dismay, and when I was through with him, I mean, when the blanket was torn, was when he had Lieutenant Colonel Arias's brother was killed in the 9/11 attacks, and so he sent an email about moving the admitted masterminds of that attack to New York for trial, and Boyd's office responded back to him that he supported that.
Well, what do you think?
I just, I mean, it's, you know, it's just.
It's time for a change. This is the tipping point. We've got to take a different
But
course.
listen, the best of all. Lemieux, Senator Lemieux, the hand-chosen one, has endorsed Marco Rubio. Charlie's dog has bit him in the rear end. As Tommy Lofton would say, what audacity.
What would Tommy say? What?
Yeah, Tommy was giving a political speech when something came up, and he said he didn't believe that they had the audacity to do that.
Well, I've got to remember that.
Well,
That's got to go down the archives.
Well,
right there.
I think that's almost as good as the medium in the road. He called it the meridian. That's a global picture.
Well, he is a global.
I miss Tommy. I miss Tommy.
You got to say it.
J.Carey Scott. We'll be right back.
You're watching Newsview with Lee Sullivan.
No, don't. I'm
Yes,
serious.
it's true. It's true. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I know. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so do I, you know. Yeah, they'll make some racist comment, and then they'll say, well, but don't take me wrong, because some of my best friends are fill in the blank about
Right.
whoever it was that they were disparaging to. Oh, man, yeah, no, you know, I'm not prejudiced. Some of my best friends are. Shut up, you know.
You gotta be.
Second Amendment, you know, it has been under attack, but marginally, 5-4. It holds on to itself by a thread, by that
Isn't that
thread.
kind of scary right there, 5-4?
Yeah.
Now I don't know what the internal politics of the Supreme Court are. If everybody gets to take sides, and then okay, now we're going to do this,
Right.
and I don't know, but. You know, we talk about the Second Amendment, and they always go back to this, you know, in laws like the Castle Doctrine and protect your home, but Thomas Jefferson and those guys were very clear. The purpose of the Second Amendment was to protect armed citizenry against the tyranny of the government.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
that's
sir.
it.
I have several pins. I love to click them on the
Are you
show.
clicking me? Hit the glass?
Yeah, that'll drive them mad too. I forgot about that. Well, you know, if you have a right to defend yourself,
Certainly.
and to enjoy the right to defend yourself, you have to have the means to defend yourself.
That's correct.
And we've seen too many examples of that here locally. Remember the elderly guy that just tried to rob, and he just, I mean, he had at him, okay?
Yeah,
a butcher knife or an axe or a meat cleaver or something like that. It's not, I mean, there are people out there who, as you would say, have evil and mendacity in their heart.
Mendacity, yes. They have.
Okay, and if you can't protect yourself, then the police can't do it. The sheriff's department, the highway patrol, I mean, in the middle of the night, somebody breaks into your house, you know, who you going to call? Well,
right.
You need to call Colt.
Well, I saw an interesting ad. You know, it was like a map, and it said, your daughter is here, serial rapist is here, police officer here. Which one would protect her better? Cell phone, Glock 9mm.
Glock. I don't like Glocks, but Glock would,
Well,
you know.
Browning 9mm.
Beretta.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, gun of choice.
Weapon of choice.
Gun of
That's
choice,
correct.
yeah, gun of choice.
But you know, even Admiral Yamamoto in World War II said, I would never invade the United States. There'll be a gun behind every blade of grass.
Right.
Quote, end quote. So, you know,
We
everybody
killed
heard
him too, didn't we?
that was an airplane thing. I think it was.
I love it when
He deserved it.
I just, you know, I can't help it. I'm a true American. When we kill the bad guys, I just get happy, joy. I just, you
It's
know.
great. You know, the 4th of July over the weekend, they had the John Wayne movie marathon on one of those, you know, classic movie channels. It was great.
Yeah.
And have you ever watched his movies and listened to what they say in them?
Right.
I think it's good.
Well, it's just like, you know, I mean, Randolph Scott, and I mean, you know, remember, I mean, Lash LaRue, and all, it's just great stuff.
It is.
And you never were confused about what was going to happen, because no matter how dark the night became, the good guy always won.
And you got the white hat right there.
The good guy always won. And you know what? I had an emotional crash when I watched Old Yeller and he died. I couldn't believe they did that to me. Did you watch Old Yeller?
Cruel.
No, you're too young to watch Old Yeller. That was horrible. And then I watched the Alamo and Davy Crockett got killed.
This is
and
not
all
right.
of that.
I know,
And I thought,
I know.
no. Forget history. you know, I mean, surely somewhere along the line we can beat the Mexicans.
We're not doing good right now,
We need to rewrite history. I appreciate you coming on, my
Lee,
friend.
thanks for having me, man.
Remember, those are my views. What are yours?